Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 6, Logging, the Prep for Winter.
Previously on No Man's Land. HK spent the night in a holding cell, and the day starts with the sheriff blaming HK for the break-in. Susan, the attorney, then shows up and gets HK released. Once home, HK gets a delivery of equipment to start to build the greenhouse. Once the greenhouse was completed, HK worked to get water and seeds in it, and planted some crops in the greenhouse. Then an investor shows up to try and buy the land, ending with HK telling him to get off his land.
Good morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather for the day. It's going to be, looks like mid-70s most of the day. Awesome. All right, so I think the plan today is we're going to go ahead and jump into some logging. I got to secure some money for the winter because I heard snow in this area is pretty brutal. So let's first check on the greenhouse, see how that's going. I forgot to close the gate last night. Crops look good. Awesome. All right, so something else I've been thinking about is I need to do something with these bells that are over here. Possibly try and get them stacked a little bit better and stack them in the shed that's over there. That's a possibility. But last night I worked late hours and I got this filled up to just over 100,000 liters of water in there. But yeah, so we're going to start off with cutting the smaller trees that I can move by hand first. So I'm going to go ahead and start that process. Get here, right over to the side. Get it down as low as I can because I hate stumps. One down. Going into the second one. You know, this kind of makes me miss working at the sawmill. I enjoyed my time there. Probably give my boss a call. See how the sawmill's going and whatnot. Maybe I can get him to come out here. I don't know. I'm just going to continue going on with this for now. And figure what I'll do is I'll cut them down and then I'll drag them over into a larger area to actually delimb them and stack them and go from there. I think that'd be the easiest. I don't like fighting the ground coverage here. My vision's getting worse. But hey, you know what? I'll see you guys when I get done with that. So be back in a few. Alright, got them all cut down. Now I'm just bringing them down here to delimb them. For the most part, they're going pretty smooth. Been going at it for 2.5 hours. So, got quite a bit of lumber here, as you can see. You know what? I think I'm going to go get a drink of water. It's getting kind of warm out here and working. You know, I found out that the person that broke into the law office was Mark, the mechanic. So, as far as I know, he's no longer employed, and they haven't been able to find him. He's left town. So that's a little concerning, but just running around real quick, making sure that I didn't miss any. Yeah, there's a few over here that I know that are still down that I need to take, so let's go ahead and take them over. I'm really interested to see if Mark's gonna try something. I don't know why he want my file, but if he does, it'll be the last thing that he'll want to do. Because if I catch him on my land, there's gonna be no calls made to the sheriff. I can promise you that. Alright, well, let me get these other 2 or 3 over, and I'll check back in with you then. Alright, this is the last one. Oh, stupid tree. Got caught. Dropped it. Alright. So, let's get this over here. So I can start the delimbing process. As you can see through here, it looks a little bit different with all of those down. These ones I can't take down. I don't own the land that those are on. So those will just have to stay there. I think this would be a really cool place to put my house at some point. I do plan on building a house at some point, hopefully. Alright, let's get over here and start delimbing these trees. But show you real quick. Let me get up on this rock. You can see it's much easier to see through over there. So, but anywho, gonna start delimbing. Alright, as for these bigger ones, I have to figure out how exactly I'm going to get those out. So I really don't want to cut them down, delimb them here, and then cut them into small pieces where I can lift them and move them. So I'm going to have to look into that and figure out the best way to do that. I do want to process them for firewood, but like I said, I don't want to be sitting out here doing that. I would rather have a set area that I can set up and have that be the case. But it is what it is. But alright, I'm gonna run inside, grab a quick drink, have a seat for a moment, and then I'm gonna run up to the store and see if Tonho will let me borrow their truck since Mark is no longer in the picture. So alright, I'm gonna head up to the store and I'll see you guys when I get up there. You guys see that? There was a snake in the road. I almost hit it. I don't want to kill our friends. There's a lot of land out here. I really think I should give my old boss, Mr. Miller, Jim, a call and see if he'd be interested in opening a sawmill in this area. More or less just trying to secure another job for me, if I'm being honest, because funds are going down. I don't got a lot of funds right now, but I mean, let's go ahead and get up to the store and talk to Tonho and see if I can borrow the truck. Alright, talked to Tonho. She said no problem. This time around, because of her employee causing so many issues. Eventually, she said that if I want to borrow it, though, I'm going to have to pay a rental lease fee. So, let's go ahead and get back down over to the farm and get the lumber loaded on here. Kind of makes me wonder if Mark was the person that locked me in the shed and recorded his voice, or recorded a different voice to make me think it was somebody else, to tell me that there was watchers upon the land or whatnot. I don't know. Maybe things will start to cool down now, that as soon as they find them, that is. Maybe I won't have to worry about stupid things going on over here anymore. But each to its own. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. So let's go ahead and get this wood loaded up on here. One is done. Just got to straighten it up a little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab the next one. Alright, I think, this is going to take probably about an hour to load all this wood, so I'll catch back up with you guys once I have the trailer loaded. Alright, last one. Get this right up here. Awesome, go ahead and lock it in place. Strap it down. Fix this strap. Let's go around to the other side where it's going to be a little bit easier. Let's start strapping them down. Alright, that's all done. So let's go up to the store and see if I can't make any money. I'm hoping that with this load I can get about 10,000, but we'll have to see what the current load is for it. I know the longer they are and the heavier they are, the more money you can get for them. So let's see what I can get. I actually like this truck. I think I need to get a truck like this to be able to do farm work and whatnot. But for now, the truck that I have will work. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell this wood, and then when I get back home, I think I'm going to give my old boss a call. The more I've been thinking about it, I think that it's at least worth asking, even if I don't work for him. Otherwise, if I really want to ensure that the wood gets the best price possible for me, I'd have to drive 3 hours to Goldcrest Valley to one of his locations, and then drive 3 hours back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have quite a few truckloads, so really don't want to do that. Alright, let's see. I think the trigger to sell is right here. No. Maybe over here? Aha, there it is. 6,000, not bad, but really 6,000-7,000. Really was hoping for a little bit more than that, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and put this truck back where it was and give the keys back to Tonho and head back home. Give my boss a call. Well, former boss, he's not really my boss anymore. Just we always call him boss. So run in and give Tonho the keys. Here's the keys. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna head home, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Let's give Mr. Miller a call and see if he's available to talk.
Miller Lumber Co., Jim speaking. How may I help you?
Hey, boss. It's HK.
Hey, HK. How's the farm life treating you?
Doing really well, man. No complaints on my end yet.
That is good to hear. What can I do for you, bud?
Well, Jim, I'm actually calling to see if you'd be interested in expanding your business out this way. There's no other lumber places around, and we could really use a business like yours around here.
Well, to tell you the truth, HK, no, I haven't. Maplewood is a small town, and I don't think it would be a smart move for the business.
That's a shame. I was trying to figure out a way that I didn't have to drive 6 hours to deliver my lumber to you.
Oh, well, HK, you might be in luck. Do you remember Keith, my foreman from West Bridge Hills?
I do. He's the only foreman I got along with.
Yes, yeah. Keith runs my Goldcrest Valley location, and he recently got some extra tools there that might be helpful to you.
Really? That would be cool.
I will give him a call and see if he is willing to bring them up to your farm.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. How much do I owe you?
You owe me nothing for now. I will allow you to use the equipment to help get you started, and we can talk about the pricing after winter. How's that sound?
That sounds awesome, Jim. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, man.
Oh, you are welcome, HK. Remember, if you ever decide to come back to West Bridge Hills, you will always have a job waiting for you here.
Well, that's really cool that he's going to try to help me out a little bit. Appreciate that very much. Let's go ahead and start cutting some of these bigger trees down. Just kind of see how long it's going to take. Start with this one first. Get it as low as I can. Well, that was dumb of me. Should have paid closer attention. I almost took out my silos. Alright, let's go ahead and delimit. This one I'm going to go ahead and cut up into smaller pieces. That way I can see how long it's going to be. That way I can kind of expect what the process is going to be like for me. Yeah, I think about right there. No, still too big. I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit smaller. Let's go about right there. And right there. Yep, alright, so that one's done. Let's move this log up a little bit. Let's use this one as a template. See if I can't make it a little bit easier to be able to lift them and ensure my cuts are about the same size. Yep, that one's good. Now, as we move down the tree, I should be able to cut a little bit further up. Because the tree gets smaller, so it shouldn't be as heavy. Well, there went that theory. I'm not able to lift that one. I need to cut it a little shorter. Let's try there. Nope, still not quite. So, gotta cut it again. I hate wasting that wood. Nope. Yeah, I guess me working at a sawmill really isn't showing its true ability here. Let me use the template a little bit better. We'll cut it right. We're good on that one. Cool. So we'll use this as a template. The next one. A little out of practice, you know. I've been out of the sawmill game for a couple months now. So it won't take me long though. I'll get back into the swing of things. You know, I remember this going a lot faster when I was doing it at the sawmill, though. But I guess that also is because there was more than just one person doing it. But it'll keep me busy through the winter, I can tell you that. I don't know exactly how many trees there are over there. I have to count them and whatnot when I get ready to do it, and then I'll really be able to test how long it's going to take. Let's go ahead and make this little pile over here just out of the way. See how many pieces I got out of that. Let's see, so that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Plus the other 3 that's there, so 10 total out of one tree. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of that on my own and get that done in time to be able to try and sell firewood, especially if there's a large demand for it. That's going to be a lot to process, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down and just let it fall where it's at. Kind of do this just like I did on the other ones. I'll let them fall, and then I will come back and delimb them later. I'm going to go ahead and delimb this one first, and then I'll start that process, and I'll probably do some of that off camera a little bit and whatnot. That way you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do this to every single one of them. Like I said, there's quite a few of them that are there. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. And we'll pick back up where we leave off here once I get everything cut down. So if you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to give the channel a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 7. New equipment, tragic events happen again.
Previously on No Man's Land. HK started the morning with a plan. He knew he had to prepare for winter and try and make some funds, so HK went right into logging. Working at a sawmill previously, he felt he knew what he needed to do. After selling the logs at a price lower than HK thought to be valid, he made a call to his old boss to try and set up a future partnership to supply wood.
Alright guys, I've been working pretty diligently. Looks a lot different out here now. Let's go and get the second tree down. Get it lined up right there. Go ahead and get the delineating process going. I love the way the sound the tree makes when it falls. So we're coming in right off the back of the last episode. I've got 2 more trees left, and then all the big trees will be down. I'm going to get this third one down, get it lined up, about right there. Hey, listen for it. Oh, isn't that awesome? Alright, let's go and get the ski limb. I'm having some troubles here getting this limb. There it is. Let's cut this one off at the end. There we go. Alright, time for the last tree. And then all the big trees that are on my land in this front part on this hill will be gone. So let's get it set up, lined up where we want it. Go and get a deep limb. Problems with this one too, so let's just take it off to the side and cut it. Cut those off. Alright, like I said, all the big trees now are done. They're down, ready for me to start processing. But I can tell you there's a lot out here. It's going to take me some time. Oh, look, I missed a little tree. Let's go ahead and take it down now and get it out of the way. Alright, so that's delimbed. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of trees. It's going to definitely take me some time. Again, like I said, these trees I can't cut. See? It says that not allowed to cut it or own it. So, neighbor won't let me take them down. But now comes the fun part. Trying to get all these down into a set area to where I can cut them easier. But Heath should be by from Goldcrest Valley here soon to drop off the tool or equipment. So I'll catch back up with you when I'm back from that. Alright, just got back from getting a late lunch with Keith. Before we went to lunch, we unloaded the equipment. I ended up using the gravel that I had left over to set it down like a pad to put it on to make it look a little bit nicer. So let's go take a look at it, see what we got. So my former boss sent me this wood processor for firewood. So he said that I'm not going to pay for it at this point. I get to use it, but I had to pay for it after the winter. So we'll have to see how much I make through the winter, and hopefully I can make enough to pay it back. Alright, so it takes 67 liters of wood, and it produces 100 liters of firewood. So that's pretty good. I can get that process started here soon. Yeah, so firewood will be dropped off there. Put it in over here on this side, and then it spits it out on that side. Right. It definitely looks different. Let's go check on the greenhouse real quick. Let's see if we've produced any strawberries yet, or tomatoes or lettuce. Nope. Probably will have strawberries by the morning though. And then the water tank, it still has about 105,000 or so, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just over it. That works. Okay. Alright. And I guess it's time that I start processing this wood. You know what? Actually, I have this tree the big tree that I cut down before. So let's see how much I get off of just that one tree. Alright, now it's going to go over here, and then we put it into storage so it can start processing. Yeah, it gave me 422 liters off that. So it's working. So I'm going to go and do a time lapse while I move the rest over. Be back in a few. All right, last one for now. Anyways, get this over here in this pile and see how much that got us. So 3 trees. And let's see, what do we got? Just over 10,000. So 10,018 liters of wood stored in there. Not too bad. Definitely looking forward to seeing how much that firewood that's going to process for us. Because it's not going to be a cheap machine if I want to keep it. You know, I know when I was at the mill before, these machines cost anywhere between $35,000 to $45,000. So we'll just have to see what I can come up with. But from that little bit of time, though, me and Keith were talking when we were eating, and he said that he had something that might help me even more with this here. So I think tomorrow I am going to go ahead and take him up on that offer, and I'm going to drive out to Goldcrest Valley, see if I can't make a deal with them. But I'm going to continue cutting logs probably for about another hour. It's going to start getting dark in about an hour. So I'll meet back with you guys when I get done with that. Alright, we're back. It's been about an hour. So there's the first pile per se. I have just a few more up there that I need to bring down. And then I want to see how much that's going to get us. So basically this was another 2 trees total that I cut. It took me an hour to cut them up. So it's definitely a lot longer process. So really looking forward to seeing what he has that he said that I could get. Now, it's not going to be free. He said that I would have to pay him for it. So hopefully it's within my budget. I'm low on cash as it is. I've only got right around 27,000. But tomorrow is a new month, so I have my monthly bills that are going to be taken out right away. So that shouldn't be more than maybe 1,000. So leaves me with 26. I really don't want to spend more than 8,000, especially until I can get this going and try and make some money and whatnot for that. So just a few more and check and see how much wood we have stored in there. Alright, I think this is actually the last one. Which is really, honestly, it's a good thing. I'm really worn out from all the work today. Let's go ahead and put it in there. Alright. Just under 17,000 liters off of, what, 5, 6 trees? That's hopefully going to do really well. From what I understand, the farmers in this area used to cut wood and leave it for the Maplewood people to come and get up at the gate. So since I'm the only one out here, I guess I'm going to take that over and do that. But as you can see, even the few that I cut, it has not put a dent in this whatsoever. There's still a lot out here. And I also got to do all the de-stumping, getting rid of all the stumps. And then I might be able to mow some of this, and I might be able to still get it turned into silage before the silage sell point or sell date. I don't know. It may get cut and then just get put in bales and have to wait till next year. but we'll see. We will see. It's a good view, though. It's real pretty. I really like the view. You can see where I had to stop mowing before because of where it started. I still think it'd be a really nice place to put a house up here. Obviously, that ain't going to happen anytime soon. Unless I build me like a log cabin or something where I use my own wood. But then I'm taking out of my profits, so I don't think I'm going to do that either. Let's go ahead and lock up for the night. Go ahead and double check and make sure there's still plenty of water here that will last while I'm gone tomorrow, because I'll probably be gone about 8 hours tomorrow. Yeah, there's plenty in there for that. Let's go ahead and lock up the shed. Alright. See if those strawberries are, because that's what I had the most of, are done yet. No, they're still not out. Yeah, I'll probably definitely have some in the morning on a pallet. But we'll see. Lettuce is slow. I don't know. I may take the lettuce out. It sells decent, but it just takes too long. Alright, well, I think I'm going to head in and go to bed for the night, and I'll check back in with you guys in the morning. What was that? Thought I heard something. I better go check it out. Anybody out there? Alright, let's see. Like I said, I just heard something out my window. Alright, well, we got strawberries. But that's not my concern right now. See if there's anybody out here. I don't see anything. I don't think it would be over there by the shed, because like I said, it was around my house. I heard it around the house. See, let's look at back here, see if there's anything back here. Of course, I got my shotgun handy and ready. Cocked it as I walked out the door. Maybe that scared him off. Who knows? Alright, let's see. Check the outhouse. No. Okay. Let's go around the backside. See if there's anything over here. No, I don't see anything. No. I don't know, maybe the sound of the gun cocking scared him off. I'm going back to bed. Alright, let's take a look at the weather for the day. So, 70s. We are going to get some rain today around noon. And finish out in the 50s and 60s in the evening. Right. Still kind of crazy that I heard something, but I didn't see nothing. I don't know. It's the first time that I've ever heard anything at night that was like that close to the house. So, and it didn't sound like the deer like I normally hear. It sounded like footsteps, but like I said, I didn't see any. So that looks good for now. I'll move those strawberries in tonight when I get back. It's gonna be like I said, about a 6-hour drive there. Well, 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back. Got plenty of water. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should turn on the wood processing for it to start processing firewood while I'm not here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Just because I think I should be here in case something was to happen with it. So, but I'm going to run inside, grab my stuff real quick, and then head out to the shop to leave the truck. Alright, got my stuff packed for the day. So, I spoke with Tanya yesterday, and she said that I could leave the truck up there, just let her know when I leave. And when I get back, I'm actually going to take the bus to Goldcrest Valley there, and then take the bus back. When I get back tonight, I want to take a look at those bales over there and stack them a little bit neater in the shed. That way they're up and out of the way, and it'll be easier to access them, to get ready to sell them when it's time to sell them and whatnot. So that's going to be my first thing. And then if Keith and I come to a deal, I might try and start moving some of that wood down. Because he promised me it would make it easier, and after we talked and whatnot and what it is, I think that he's right. It will make it a little bit easier. So, but let's go ahead and get up to the store, and I'll park the truck and let Tanya know that I'm heading out, and I'll let her know when I'm back. So, alright. Oh, no. I'm not going to park here. This is where I normally park. That's just when I'm going in and out. I'll park it around to the side of the building. Alright, I'll go let Tanya know that the truck's parked off to the side. That way it doesn't impact her business. Alright, now off to Goldcrest Valley. Just got back, let Tanya know that I was back, and we were able to make a deal. Cost about $6,000, but you gotta check it out. It's pretty awesome. There it is. Got me a old school Lizard XJ utility vehicle. It's got a winch on the front and on the back. It's a little beat up, a little banged up on the outside, but that's okay. It's used. I think it's going to help me out a lot. Inside, it's nice and clean. It's almost mint condition inside. That's awesome. He took really good care of it. It was just a work vehicle for him, and he upgraded, and he said that he had it and that it might help him. So, but let's get back down to the farm and start moving those silage bales and get that process going. And I want to try these winches out and see if I can't move some of those logs. So It drove like a champ from there to here too. Didn't have to take the bus back. That's a plus. Saved a little bit of money there. You know, it seems a little smoky out that way. A little bit more than usual. I don't think that's just the clouds. Oh, it could be. No, that smoke's coming from my house. What the? My house is on fire. Oh crap. Let me try and get some water on it and try and get it out. No. No, 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 no. I need to... Ah, man. I need to call the sheriff. Need to call the sheriff. This is not good. Alright, so I got a hold of the sheriff and the fire department, and they said they're on their way. So, I think I hear them in the background coming up. That's definitely the fire department. I'm just going to keep trying to put this fire out with the water hose until they get the hose out. Oh, look, the sheriff's coming too. Please, guys, help. Help, please. You guys help, please. Alright, I'm out of the way. Move over here. Man, this sucks. Everything that I had is right there, on fire. Even my grandfather's shotgun that I just had to use this morning was in there. So that's gone. Alright, well that's going to do it for this one. Make sure that if you want to know what happens next in this story, that you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 8, The Aftermath.
Previously on No Man's Land. HK finished cutting the large trees down while he waited for Keith to get there. Keith and HK then set up the firewood processor. HK started to move logs to the processor and went to bed. HK was woken up in the middle of the night by hearing footsteps outside. However, he didn't see anything. The next morning, HK traveled to Gold Crest Valley and purchased a Lizard XJ SUV. After a long drive back home, HK was looking forward to finishing up some unattended chores. Instead, he arrived back home to his house on fire.
So tell me, HK, did you fall asleep cooking dinner? Is that how the fire was started?
No sir. I just got back in town. I've been in Gold Crest Valley all day. You can check with Tanya. I left this morning.
I will. When did you say you left to go to Gold Crest Valley today?
8:15 is when the bus picked me up.
Okay, well, if you didn't do it, any idea on who might want to do this?
What about Mark? He seems to be interested in me.
Well, we are still looking for him. He skipped town after the law office break-in. But he did steal your file, so I could see him being a suspect.
It really wouldn't surprise me if he had something to do with the murdering my grandfather, too. Was he even questioned back then?
Well, he was actually questioned in the case a few months before Tom was murdered. From what we understand, Mark was trying to buy the land and Tom wouldn't sell it to him, and told Mark to never step foot on this land again.
That sounds to me like he should have been your primary suspect, and he shouldn't even be here anymore.
Yes, he was brought in for questioning, however he was cleared of involvement. He had an alibi with multiple people that he was with them. Also, their neighbors confirmed his car was there all night and saw him leave the next morning.
Sounds to me like you may want to revisit that, because I think it's more along the lines that he's probably involved.
Yeah, we will revisit that once we find him. There seems to be a lot of interest in you from his recent actions that he has to be involved somehow. We will keep you posted. Looks like they are finishing up so we can talk again tomorrow.
Alright guys, just got back from the shop. Had to go buy me a tent for me to sleep in tonight. Probably for the next couple weeks. This is gonna suck. Because it's almost winter and it's getting cooler at night, but it is what it is. Well, I get this lit up and start getting this tent up. Where's my light switch? Ah, there it is. Cool. This is a good purchase for a Jeep. It's nice and bright out. Alright, I'm going to start putting this tent up. Alright, tent is up. $50. It's how much this tent cost me. But let's go ahead and jump back in the car. And let's turn off the lights and move it. Crazy. You know, I leave town and things just happen. Maybe it's this land. Maybe it's cursed or something. I don't know. But, alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and open this up and make sure that there's nothing missing in here. Looking through. Nothing over here. My gas cans are still there, so that didn't start the fire. Yeah, everything looks like it's there, yeah. Alright, well, close this up, lock it up, and I think I'm going to go to bed. It's been a long day, and I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Good morning. I didn't sleep a bit last night, and it was crazy. Every noise I heard. Well, let's look at the weather today. It's going to be in the 50s, 60s. And it'll get 75 at some point today, but it's going to be chilly this morning. It was chilly last night, too. Alright, today's plan. Well, we got to clean up the yard, and can't let this stop us from progressing, you know. They're not going to scare me off my land. It's not going to happen. Let's go over here. This is where my house was. It's just a muddy water mess now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have the money to build a house or to get a house done. I might be able to build one myself with all the logs that I did and build me a small log cabin, but alright, well, today the plan is we're going to build some fences and whatnot. The fence that we're going to build is around the wood processor. We're going to use those planks, so I'm going to start that process and get that ready soon. But first, let's go ahead and check the greenhouse. See, we got some strawberries over there, it looks like. Yeah, everything's good there. Well, I lost everything last night. But that's okay. Like I said, work must go on. We're going to continue doing what we need to do. It really tells me that I really need to work on getting this wood up here processed and get it out of there. That way I can start mowing and possibly try and get something small built, a little shack or something for me to stay in over the winter. I'm definitely going to have to reach out to Keith and see if he might be able to come help me on a weekend and whatnot. Otherwise, I don't see me getting anything done. I'll be staying in the car because I ain't going to sleep in a tent if it's snowing out. You know what I mean? But, alright, well, I'm going to start working on getting these planks over. Let me grab some tools out of the shed and get this fence going. Alright, grab my tools. Already moved the planks over. And we're going to get started on this fence. Almost 3 hours later. Fence is up. I did a few other things, though, other than just a fence. But this is what I got. Liking it. It's just to keep it there, you know. I also went ahead and built an area to put the logs that I want. I think that I needed to have a set area to cut them and stack them. I used the concrete to put in the poles for the lights. The other concrete walls, I had them delivered and put in place. Yeah, I think that's going to work great for me. I also went ahead and cut some wood and brought it down with the Jeep with a winch to pull them down because they're too heavy for me to move by hand. I did also cut the ends off, and I made me some templates so I can make sure to cut the wood at the right size that I want. That way it's even when I stack it. Here, I'll show those to you real quick. Yeah, here they are. So those are my templates for it. Well, I'm going to finish putting some tools away and get the yard cleaned up a little bit and straighten out those logs. And I'll be right back with you momentarily. It's been another hour. And I went ahead and took the fence out from around over here. I just burned it. There was no point in me keeping it. I was thinking about taking the shed out, but I think I need to keep it. You see it's still muddy around where my house was. It's doing me good for now, so I need to keep it. But alright, what's next that I need to do? Oh, I need to move that trailer. I forgot to move that earlier, so let's go to jump in the Jeep and move that real quick. Up here by the tool shed with the other tools that I moved earlier. Right there looks good. Let's see, let's go park this over here. See, I moved those logs and cleaned up the log area and whatnot. Alright. Think over here. Should probably go check on the crop. I haven't checked on it in a while. Yeah, that's horrible. Plus 26% yield bonus. This canola is gonna be, it's full of weeds. Not gonna get a high return on it. But let's face it, we kind of knew it. I didn't have the money to weed it and lime it and roll it and mulch it properly to get the best I could. So I kind of expected it. But 24, 26. Ooh, there's 34%, 35, 37. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright. See, what time is it? It is almost noon. Okay, here soon I gotta go up to the shop. Tonho wanted to talk to me. So, I better... Oh, wait, before I go up there, I need to turn on the Firewood processor. I want to turn that on and see if I can't get that going. Man, that machine is noisy. One thing I would like to do today, if I can, is get these bales out of the weather. I don't want to put them in that shed. I want to get it something a little bit closer to my stuff. So I think I'm going to tear this out. So hopefully I can see about getting that today. Earlier I was going to take the Jeep when I went to the store, but you know, I think I'm going to take the red truck. And I'll just catch you guys when I get up there. Alright, just pulling up to the store. And I need to see what Tonho wanted to talk to me about. So, I'll run in and talk to her real quick, and I'll be right back out and see what she has in store for me. Alright, so she has a job for me. She wants me to clean up this area, and she said that she'd give me $700 for it. So, let's go and get it started. Let's grab the chainsaw and get this going. Alright, got the trees down. Just gonna put them over here and get them out of the way. Oh, out of the way. Timber. Alright, move the second one. Alright, last tree. Yeah, right here is gonna work. Alright, go ahead and sell those off real quick. There we go. $173. Alright, let's go jump in the tractor and get that de-stumper and take out the stumps. So Tony said that this used to have concrete underneath it, but I don't think that's the case anymore. It might be, but I don't think it does. Alright, let's go ahead and get this back one first. Ooh. Here we go, back just a little bit, there we go. Right on top of it. Put it down. Alright, let's back up and get the second one. I think I'm on top of it. Let's see. No, can't tell. Let's pull forward and just to make sure. If I can find the gear, there it is. Oh, come on, tractor. There we go. There, I'm right on top of it now. Let's go and put it down. Done. Alright, third one. Last one. Make sure, yeah, it's right there. Go ahead and get over there and do that one. Alright, that's done. Alright, I'm going to go and back this up, and I'm going to start taking out some of these weeds, and I'll be back once I'm done. Alright, 2 hours later, I got all that cleaned up. I was actually surprised. It is concrete underneath it. It doesn't look too bad. While I was doing that, I finished that up, and the wood people came, and they needed help setting up the fence and putting in the wood stacks. So I went ahead and helped them do that as well. So, go ahead and close that up. So now I know where I need to drop off my wood for them to come pick it up for maple wood. I'm going to take this tractor back over and let Tanya know that I'm done. And get back home and try and get some other stuff done that I need to get done. Get this turned around, put it back where it was. There we go. Alright, I'm going to run in and talk to her real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I ended up cutting a deal with Tanya. She gave me $700 earlier, and then I talked her into letting me use a trailer, a refrigerated trailer, so I can put my produce in for now, since I don't have a house to put them in. So I'm going to get hooked up to the trailer and head back to the house, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, just pulling back up. Get over to the... Oh, I got tomatoes now, too. Cool. Got another pallet of strawberries, too. So let's go ahead and put this pallet in first. Pick that up. Put that right there in the corner. Now, if I can do this, I'll put this on the other side and not mess up. I always mess up when I'm packing stuff. I've never been good at Tetris. Yeah, see? Messing up already. Alright, let's try and get that. It's not letting me... There. Nope. Alright, let me move this one out. Try again. Nope. Can't get a grip on it to pick it up right now. Let me try it from this side. There we go. Let's put it in the other corner. Alright, now let's try and put this one in the corner on this side. Yahtzee. Got it. Alright, let's go ahead and get these tomatoes in. Just going to put them on this back side for now. Yeah, right there works. Alright, let's go ahead and get it closed up. And I'm going to pull this around and put it next to the water tank. That way it's still close by the tent. I can hear people try to get into it. And I'm going to pull around because I suck at backing up. I always have in real life and in this game. So I'm going to try pulling through it and see what I can do. Oh, ran over my stakes. Oh, I'm tied. Let me back up a little bit. Alright. Oh, nope. Obviously I'm not very good going forward either. Now you guys gotta sit here and suffer through me trying to back up. Oh, hit the tanker. Alright. Oh, don't hit the crop. Alright. Turn this way. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I straightened out too quickly. Nope, wrong way. Alright, back straight up. A little bit further. Yeah, right here is going to be perfect. That's where I'm putting it. Alright. Park this over here. Go check this area here where the house was. Yeah, that's dry. Well, while I was out over at working with Tanya's, I had some people come in and they put up this makeshift shed for me for now. This is where I need to put the bells at, so I'm going to go ahead and get the bells in there and be right back with you. I did also have them tear this down as well. That's why my money's down a little bit. I had them take that down for me. So, I'll be right back. Alright, got the bells in here. Got 30 of them. They're closer now, so that's a good thing. Let's see what time it is. It's 4:09. About 4:15, 4:20, I gotta head into town because I got an appointment with my insurance and the sheriff. So looking at the crop calendar, because I'm thinking about plowing some fields, the only thing I can plant is wheat and barley. So I'll have to do that tomorrow. What's the weather going to be like? I can't really tell too much in tomorrow. It's going to get down to 45 degrees tonight, though. So sleeping with an extra sleeping bag tonight. Let's see. How much is silage going for right now? $314 and going up. Okay, well, according to last year, silage's best-selling time was in January, and it was $340 per 1,000 liters. So I don't know if that's going to be around the same this time around or not, but we can look, or we'll keep an eye on it anyways. What about lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberries? 1,000 goes up to 2,000 in February. 1,500. Yeah, so they're all around February for those. What about firewood? What's firewood going for right now? Should be going up because it's getting colder. Yeah, so it's 551 right now. And it's set to go up through the winter. So it's a little bit up from its lowest price at $453. Let's look at the used items. Harvester and a front loader attachment. Neither one of them I can afford or need. Alright, I think I'm going to head into town now. It's almost 4:20. I got to be at the insurance company at 4:30. So it's only about 10 minutes inside of town. So I will see you all when I get back. Alright, I went ahead and grabbed a bite to eat while I was out. And I talked to the sheriff, found out from the sheriff that they found Mark. He was in Riverport. And they're bringing him back. That's about 6 hours from here. So he should be back tomorrow in the custody of the sheriff. So that's good news. But I'm going to go ahead and lock this up. Yeah, I don't see anything out there. Alright, I think let's check the wood, see how much I got there. Alright, I got 4 pallets there. Let's go check how these lights are working. Yeah, they're about what I expected. They lit up the area on top of the wood that I wanted to see. The bells are still there. They're good. Alright. That works for me. Alright, well, it's time for me to go to bed. It is dark. Well, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed the episode and you're liking the story, and you want to stay up to date with the story, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 9, Hired Help.
Previously on No Man's Land, the sheriff and HK discussed how the fire started and who could have been behind it. They both agreed that Mark the mechanic might be a suspect due to his recent actions. After the fire was completely put out, HK set up a tent on his property. The next morning, HK battled within himself on what needed to be done, deciding that the fire was not going to stop him. He put up a fence around the wood processor. He then went up to the shop to help Tonho clear out some weeds and assist with setting up the firewood point that had been missing since the murder of Tom King. HK returned home to finish up some other chores before heading into town to meet with the insurance company. Upon returning home, it was discussed that Mark was located in a nearby town about 6 hours away.
Good morning. So, going off of the news that we heard last night that Mark was caught, he's about 6 hours away. He should be in the hands of the sheriff today, so hopefully we'll get some information on him, on whether he did this or not. I left the wood processor on last night, all night, so let's see how much wood we got. Alright, so we got 5,360 liters, it looks like, for the night. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and check on the produce. See if we got anything that spawned out from the garden for that. Nope, nothing yet. Let's go ahead and look in the garden itself, make sure everything's going smoothly. Alright, so we have plenty of water. We do have some seed in there. 118 liters of tomatoes, 309 liters of lettuce, and 237 liters of strawberries. So everything's going alright with that. It's going to be fine for now. I did wake up early this morning. As Tonho had mentioned yesterday that she had more work for me because she knows that I just lost my house or whatnot, and she's actually down an employee because of Mark leaving. I got to be up there by 7:15, so I'll be heading up there here in a few. I really want to try and get these logs processed. I need to get them cut, moved over into this area over here. I'm really glad that I got to get this up. This is my shed for my silage. Bales is going to become useful. Hopefully, it's right around the time to start mowing again, so there will be some more put in there, and hopefully that's going to give us a big check for that, because we could really use it. After talking with the insurance company last night, the policy is not a big policy at all. It's very, very little, they said, and I shouldn't expect that much from it. So we'll have to see what I can actually get from that, because it was kind of a dilapidated place. But I don't know. I'll catch you guys up at the store and we'll see what Tanya has for us. Alright, just pulling up to the store. Take a look at the wood processing area that we helped put up yesterday. It's nicely lit up. Looks like Tanya's already in there, so that's awesome. I'm a little early, which is a good thing, because if you ask my grandpa or my dad, if you're on time, you're late. So I need to be here early. I'm here early. But let's go on and jump inside and talk to her and see what she has for us today. Alright, so I grabbed the keys, and she wants to get a shed in over here to park the vehicles in. Mark was supposed to be doing it, but as he's no longer employed and now in the custody, he's not going to be able to complete that. So she's offered me the job to do it, so I'm going to start clearing the stuff out. It's kind of dark right now, so I'll bring you guys back in when it's lit up a little bit. Alright, it's been a little while. It's been about an hour, and it got a little bit brighter. I'm just mowing. We are going to jump into a time lapse of me mowing, and so hopefully we can get through this a little bit quicker. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, just got that done, and we're going to take this back inside, and then I'm going to grab the shovel out of the truck and start shoveling that grass up for the clippings. I think I put it in the truck this morning. Yep. Pick it up. Oop, dropped it. Get this turned around so I can use it. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to start getting this grass picked up. I'm kind of on a deadline. The prefab shed that we're going to be putting in over here, Tanya said was supposed to be here around 9:30ish or so. So I need to get all this up and out and get the tree trunks out before they get here, otherwise we can't really get that shed in. So I need to really focus on getting that. I'm going to pile it up right here. For now, get all the grass out, and then after that I'll get the delimbing, or the de-stumping out, get all the tree stumps out. So I'll see you guys here in a few once I'm done with that. All right, last bit of shoveling of the grass is right here, so we're going to drop it off. Let's see, what time is it? 9:15. All right, let's go ahead and drop the shovel off in the truck. That way I don't forget it or lose it. If I remember correctly, I cut about 4 or 5 trees down, so I have a few de-stumping items that I need to do. There's one there, there's a couple over here that I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the tractor and get that going. I've only got 14 minutes until the contractor gets here with the prefab shed. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the tractor and get that going, and I'll be back after we get the shed in. All right, guys, a couple hours later, shed is in. let's go ahead and get this truck and trailer in there. Tanya said that she wanted the trailer in the first slot closest to the animal dealer. So that's where I'm going to put it. And then she said the truck's going to be in the second slot. And then she'll move the forklift over into the third spot there. Let's see if I can get this back in. As you guys saw in the last episode, I'm not very good at backing up. So let's see if I can get this one in where it needs to go. If I would have cut that, it would have been right on, but I didn't, so gotta pull forward. Now we can cut it in, straighten out. Well, that went way better than what I expected it to be. Let's go ahead and detach it. Oh, my truck's stalled. Let's go ahead and detach it. Let's pull forward, then we'll back the truck in right next to it. A little bit more. Alright, so next thing is I need to get a bucket and my shovel, and I need to shovel up that grass. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that bucket and start shoveling that in. So bring this over here. Go grab the shovel. So I think this will work. Haven't tried this particular process yet, so we'll see. Go ahead and grab the first load. Alright, let's see. It looks like it's going in. Oh, it looks like I'm missing a little bit on the side. I'll have to clean that up. And looks like more of it went outside of it than inside of it. So maybe be a little bit more careful putting it in. Let's try again. Oh, I'm not even close enough. Oh, too much. Alright. You know what? Let's try one more time. No. Alright, let's put this down and let's move the bucket. See how much is actually in there. Oh, there's only 16 liters in there, so almost all of that. Oh, what's going on? Gotta love games that glitch out sometimes. Alright, so there's hardly anything in there, but it is working, so that just means you gotta be really careful on putting it in there. So and try and concentrate a little bit and try and get this in a little bit smoother. Maybe grab it a little bit closer. Maybe not go as high up. Let's just put it right over it. Alright, yeah, so that looks like what it is. It's going in. Go ahead and grab another one. So that's how it's done. So I'm just going to be really careful with it and put it in. I'll come back once I've got it completely full. Alright, just got that done. We're going to pick up the shovel again, put it in the truck so I don't lose it. And we're going to go let Tonho know that everything is done. See if there was anything else she needed from me today. Alright, so Tonho went ahead and paid me $8,000. And then I turned around and gave that right back to her. And I rented a tractor and a plow. Because I want to get some fields put in other than the one that was there when we started. I'm thinking 2. With it being October, day 3, I can only plant what's in season, and that is wheat and barley. So I am going to plant 2 fields. I think I'll do one of wheat and one of barley. And I think I'm going to do it on the back side where I mowed before. Maybe put a big field in and also put in a smaller field. And I think the big field will be wheat and the small field will be barley. I still haven't heard from the sheriff yet on if Mark has been transported to here yet, so hopefully we'll get to hear from that and go somewhere with that. Find out if he had anything to do with my house being burnt down a couple days ago. Right now, he's just a suspect of it. There's nothing confirming that he did it or not. For all I know, it could have been anybody. I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, no, it's not going to stop me. But we're going to go back here and, like I was saying, put it back here. I'm thinking about putting the large field just here in front of us and the small field to the left of us. But I think before I do that, I'm going to actually, looking at the map that we had before, there used to be a road that used to go through here. It just got overgrown after everybody moved out. It's been a year since my grandfather was murdered almost. So let's go ahead and put in this road back in. So we're going to start off with that. And we'll probably start plowing right at the beginning of the next episode. So now we just got to figure out the road spot. Looks like it's going to be somewhere around here, about this big. We're going to go all the way up to the edge of the property. Right there is where it's going to start. Get it moving a little bit. Alright, and then looking at it in this direction, we can kind of see the angle of which it goes. So we're going to try to match that as best as we can. Yeah, it looks like we got it about spot on. So let's go ahead and start pushing that out and trying to connect it all the way up to the property line. Make it a little bit wider on this side. There we go. And then I want to cut it a little bit wider on the other side up here. Alright, and now we're going to clean this up a little bit for the intersection area. I think I'm also going to clean up this road going back to the paved road near the garden as well, because it's almost barely visible now as well. So clean this up, try and circle this out a little bit where it's more of a angle, or not an angle, but a more fluid turning space into it. And we're going to bring it all the way up here and connect it to the main driveway. Right. And then right up here, we're going to make this a little bit wider. Clean up these corners a little bit, round them off a little bit. Alright. Next, I need to take out this tree because it's right in the middle of where I want to put the field at. So we're going to cut that down. We're going to move this over by the other trees that we've already cut down. That way, when we start processing the wood, we can go ahead and process that one as well. That way it doesn't get left out and about. But now, I just got to figure out how I'm going to set up these fields that I want and how big I want them. So I'm going to go ahead and start that process and get ready for the next episode. If you're enjoying the series, please give the channel a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Welcome to the No Man's Land series with HK. This is episode 10, Plowing Fields and Seeding.
Previously on No Man's Land. HK woke up early as he had to meet with Tanya at 7:15 a.m. Tanya had asked for his assistance in doing some work that was supposed to be completed by Mark. However, with him being fired recently and now in custody, she no longer had anyone to do the work. HK took on the job. He cleared an area for a vehicle shed to be installed on the far corner of the store property. HK then returned home and started to clear the old road on the back side of his property and planned to start plowing a few fields back there.
All right. Just coming off the last episode. It's about 11:36 in the morning. Let's go ahead and get this plowing started and start getting the field done so we can get some seed in. And like I said, I'm going to do the big one on this side and the small one on that side. I still haven't heard from the sheriff yet if Mark has made his way in yet. Let's go ahead and get this going and see if I can't get this field going. I am going to try and do some of the prep work. I have a little bit of money, but I don't have a lot, so I'm not going to do everything that's needed, but I'm going to try and make the yield a little bit better on these ones in the back than I did on the first one up front. So I think I'm going to start it about right here. No, back just a little bit. Yeah, right here looks good. Go ahead and put this plow down and we'll get started. I am gonna do a little bit of a time lapse for you guys to enjoy it, so you all have a good one. I'll see you when I get done.
In the morning light, under steel gray sky, I roll up my sleeves with dreams that never die. With the earth in my hands, I'm digging deep and wide, plowing fields of hope where the heart can't hide. In this no man's land, where the wild winds blow, I'll sow the seeds of faith, let the rivers overflow. I'm the harvesting king, with a crown made of dust. In this field of dreams, it's a labor of trust. Through struggles and storms, I'll weather the fight. With every furrow turned, it's a step toward the light. The whispers of the past, they echo in my soul, but I'll rise from the ashes, let the broken be whole. In this no man's land, where the wild winds blow, I'll sow the seeds of faith, let the rivers overflow. I'm the harvesting king, with a crown made of dust. In this field of dreams, it's a labor of trust. When the shadows fade, I'll gather what I've grown. With every furrow turned, it's a step toward the light. We'll dance in the twilight, we'll laugh in the rain. Our hands will tell the story of the joy and the pain. In this no man's land, where the wild winds blow, I'll sow the seeds of faith, let the rivers overflow. I'm the harvesting king, with a crown made of dust. In this field of dreams, it's a labor of trust. So here's to the fields where our hearts can stand. Together we'll rise, hand in hand in this land. Through plowing and harvest, we'll find our way through. In this no man's land, it's just me and you.
Alright, just got this last bit left on this first build. And then we'll move on to the second build. So this one will be the big one. The other one will be... it'll still be a decent size, but it's going to be a smaller one of the two. And we're going to start it right over here by the rock, but I'm going to go around and go through it. I am going to do it in the off camera, and then I'll be back once we get that completed. So I should be back here in a few moments, and we'll get this started right here, and I'll see you when I get back. Alright, just finished that up, and let's go ahead and take a look at this over here, see what I need to clean up, because I went a little bit over, so I need to clean up a little bit. So, oh, my phone's ringing. Hold on, let me see who that is. Hello, Sheriff.
Hello, HK. Just wanted to touch bases with you. Mark was transported here this morning. I just got done questioning him about the break-in at the law office. Mark also admitted to starting the fire at your house.
Oh, really? Well, I guess I'm going to be pressing charges against him for that.
Yeah, I was taken back by him admitting to it. I didn't even bring it up.
Well, that's interesting. Did you decide to ask him about my grandpa's case at the same time? Since he's openly admitting to things nowadays.
I did, but that ended very quickly. as soon as I started to bring up Tom King's murder. Mark immediately asked for his lawyer and shut down any further questioning. In my opinion, there was a shift in the room, and he looked taken back at the question. I definitely think there is more that he is not telling us.
I see. Well, let me know what goes on and if anything comes out of it, and we'll go from there, I guess, Sheriff.
You got it, HK. Just wanted to keep you informed. Once I get my second round of questioning done, I will be in touch. Have a good afternoon.
Thanks for the update, Sheriff. You too. Well, that's great news. Now we know that it was Mark that started the house on fire, and I kind of figured it was him, but I didn't know for sure. So, that's one less thing I gotta worry about is somebody else coming out and starting the fire, but I do need to clean up this area a little bit. I went over a little bit, so we're gonna jump in and do that real quick and clean it up. Get my drone up and take a look. I'm gonna put some rock back in this spot a little bit. There we go. And then I want to put a little bit of grass area on here as well. Just to clean it up. I'm also going to clean up around the pathway that I did in the last episode as well, just to make it a little bit cleaner. Starting with this corner. Now over on this corner. I'm going to put some meadow grass back in over here where this is at. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go to the other side. Now we're going to clean up this little spot here because it looks a little awkward. So go back to the dry grass. Clean this area up a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. Put in some meadow grass. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I need to clean up this filled spot as well because I went over a little bit here as well. Clean up this side. That looks a little bit better. Let's go and put in some meadow grass back to fill that spot in. And then I've got the other side on the filled side that I need to do as well. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. Alright, let's go over here and let's fix this edge over here that I went over a little bit from what I wanted. Do the same thing over here. We'll plant, or paint some dry grass down. And then plant some meadow grass back in its place. About right there. Straighten this out. go. Plant some meadow grass over that. And I think that'll be all that I need to get it cleaned up. There we go. That's a little bit straighter, a little bit better for me, the way I wanted it. Oh, the fields are plowed. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump back in the tractor, and I need to return it. Now that I'm done using it and the plow. So let's go ahead and head back to the shop and return this. That's really good news that they found out that Mark is the one that did it. That just, he rubbed me the wrong way ever since he drove on the field. Kind of made me think about how he knew that there was wilted potatoes in here before. But I don't know. I'll see you guys when I get up to the shop. Alright, made it up to the shop. And we're going to take this in and give it back. There we go. Turn the items. Alright, I know that in order for me to seed those two fields, I'm going to have to get some more seed. So let's go ahead and jump over here and talk to Tanya and get some seed. All right, there we go. It's going to be $800. Let's go ahead and buy it. Ooh, down to $8,000. Getting low, getting low. Just going to take the shovel out because I don't want the shovel to grab any of my seed. So we're going to put it out, or take it out. I'm going to put it over here by the window. Oh, dropped it. Alright, let's go ahead and set it down and rearrange it so I can put it by the window the way I want. Alright, about right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and back this truck up to the seed and get the seed in the back of the truck. Better go grab the forklift, because that's going to make it a little bit easier to load it in. Alright. Let's get this loaded in the back of the truck. Hopefully, this forklift can lift it high enough to get it up and over into the bed of the truck. I don't know if it's going to be tall enough or not. Alright, get it in. Oh, I need to go up just a little bit. I pushed it. Not down, up. There we go. Take it in. All right, let's lift it up. Oop, the bag is stretching. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that under there. Alright, let's see. Can I get it on the back of the truck? Barely. Alright, let's set it down. Let's go out and let's push it a little bit. There we go. Awesome. That'll work. Let's go ahead and put this forklift back over in the shed. There we go. Take that down. And let's go ahead and get this back in the shed. Oh, there's a little divot there. I didn't straighten that out very well, did I? Maybe try and come back here in a little bit and straighten that out a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get back. Oh, gotta grab the shovel. Get that in there. Now the seed's there. And strap those down. And close the back. Alright, start heading home. So, I'll see you guys when we get back to the farm. Alright, made it back to the house. Let's go ahead and park the truck here. Tailgate down, that way I can get through it. First, I'm going to put this shovel back over by the greenhouse. And grab it. There we go. Rearrange it so I put it down the correct way. And now I think I'm going to put it on the other side. Still haven't gotten anything else out of the greenhouse yet. But let's go ahead and take a look. It's got plenty of seed. Alright. Let's go check the water tank. Make sure that's still got some water in it. Before we go there, let's go ahead and look here. Alright, so we got 7,634 liters of wood in, and it's storing about just under 9,000 liters of firewood. So that process is still going from the wood that I put in there before. Let's go check that water tank. Yeah, it's still got 104,077 liters in it. So it's still good for now, and don't need to worry about putting anything more in that. Alright, let's go get in this tractor and start seeding.
HK.
Ah, Jesus, you scared me.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Wait a second, you're the person that locked me in the shed.
Yes, I was the one that warned you about the Watchers of the Land.
Look, I don't know what you're doing here, but you're not locking me in a shed again. And I'm not too thrilled with that from the last time. So if you got something to say, you better say it now, and then you need to get off my property.
Wow, you sound just like Tom. Look, my name is Darnell. I am not here to cause any trouble. Tom was a good friend of mine, and I used to live out here before my land was forced out of my hands by an investor with big plans, and I should have never sold my land.
That investor's name wouldn't have happened to have been Theodore Ronwell, would it?
Yet it is. He has been out here for the last 2 years buying up as much of the land as he could. Tom was the first person to tell him that the land was not for sale. After Tom's murder, everyone out here started to sell their land, scared that what happened to Tom was going to happen to them.
Yeah, Mr. Ronwell paid me a visit the other day, too, trying to get me to sell the land, offer me large amounts of money. I told him I wasn't interested. Ultimately, I told him to get off my land.
Was that before or after your house was burned down?
Oh, it was before the house was burned down, but we know that it wasn't him that did it. Mark, the mechanic up at the shop, admitted to burning my house down just this morning.
I don't trust him either. He showed up as the mechanic just before Ronwell started to buy land from people. I was here when Tom refused to sell the land to Mark. Then the next day is when Ronwell offered Tom $80,000 for the land.
Huh. You think they're working together?
I do, but there is no proof of it.
Well, that's something to keep in mind. But where are you staying at? I never see you out here, and when I do run into you, you don't seem to be very loud or have any vehicles.
I have been camping out at an old barn on a secondary piece of land out here that belongs to my brother, but they have not found him to ask to buy it. He is down in River Bend Springs working on a farm out there.
Ah, okay. Well, maybe one of these nights I'll have to stop by and lock you in the barn just for fair play and all, you know?
HK, I wouldn't expect anything less. I better get going. Stay safe and watch your surroundings, my friend.
You too, Darnell. You have a good one. All right, let's get this seeder attached to the tractor. Let's go over here to the side of the truck and fill some seed into it. It's only at 38%. Let's go ahead and open the cover. There we go. All right, let's get the seed in. And let's double check what I'm going to put into these two fields. So let's take a look at the crop calendar. See what's available to be seeded. Alright, looks like wheat and barley are the only two that I can plant for now. So I'm going to plant wheat in the big field, and I'm going to plant barley in the secondary field, the smaller one. Go, double check, yeah, wheat, cool. So let's go ahead and get over there and get started. That mechanic wasn't very good with fixing the tractor either. I think he was just fixing it to be good for the time, because it's already starting to act up again. So we'll see how long this is going to last before I gotta try and find a different mechanic to work on it. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in here. Set that down, turn it on. Let's start going. 2 miles per hour. This tractor's definitely struggling. This is gonna take a while. Might take me the rest of the night just to do this one field. Well, I guess that gives me plenty of time to think about what Darnell was saying. Kind of makes me wonder if the two are working together. Well, I guess time will tell, but I don't know. It seems like it's probable that they are working together. So hopefully we can get some info on it and go from there. I wonder if my house burning down was just the start, since I told him no. We'll figure it out, I guess. Well, I'm going to do this off camera, and I'll jump back in once it has been completed. Because like I said, this tractor is really struggling to do anything. So I'll be back with you guys here in a few and check in with you and let you know how it came along. So, see you guys in a few. Alright, 2 hours later, and I'm finishing up the last row. Get this switched over to getting this other field. I'm going to do barley in this field. But before I do that, actually I need to get some more seed, because I don't think there's going to be enough in there. I'm only set at 9%. And also I need to put some fuel in the tank as well, because that ain't going to be enough to do it. So get that open and get the seed in. Go, that's filled up. Let's go ahead and get gas in. Alright, let's jump out. Open the shed and grab the gas. Oh, the gas can's on the other side. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with gas and get it going. And then get over back to that field and finish seeding it out. And go from there. But I'm going to do that. And that'll be done before the next episode. So that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed the content and are continuing to like the story, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.